Hey, World Entertainment, and it looks like things are going to get even worse for Hollywood, as it looks like they are set to lose one of their biggest markets. And we're not talking about domestic or European, we're talking about the Chinese market, because as we all know now, the tariff war between the US and China has escalated something terrible, and in one of the responses from China looks to be to block American movies from entering the country. That includes the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. Yes, Marvel previously said there would be a China release for that movie. That does not seem to be the case anymore. So we're going to have a look at this, because without that market, I think Thunderbolts could have an even worse opening and overall run than it originally was being thought to have. So it's saying, we recently reported that Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts was set to hit Chinese theaters on April 30th, but it's looking like the movie's release may no longer go ahead. According to Bloomberg, at least two major Chinese media outlets posted an identical set of measures that authorities are said to be considering as a means to hit back at the latest tariff threats from President Donald Trump, including levies on American farm goods and a ban on Hollywood movies. The possible measures attributed to unidentified people familiar with the matter were suspending China-US cooperation on fentanyl-related issues, so that's the druggy drug stuff, significantly increasing tariffs on US agriculture products such as soybeans, banning the import of US poultry, imposing curbs on US services with China, reducing or banning the import of US films. So it's not just a case of they're saying we could reduce the amount of the American movies they bring into the country, they could outright ban them altogether. And it says, investigating the intellectual property benefits of US companies operating in China. So yada yada. So a lot of it's all kind of very political and stuff, except for that part of the movie stuff. So now the China Film Administration has confirmed that plans are in place to moderately reduce the amount of American films imported. A CFA spokesperson says that this is a response to the US government's decision to abuse tariffs on China, and that the situation will inevitably further reduce the domestic audience's favorability towards American films. So they're basically saying, if you keep importing or implementing tariffs and keep raising them up and up and up, we're pretty much not just going to ban your movies, but you're going to make our audiences turn against you altogether. Don't really know if that would happen in terms of the audience turns on the movies, because it's like, oh, they're sticking tariffs on us. Don't know. But when you think of the movies that they desperately need to release in China to make those massive numbers, Marvel movies are one of those type of properties that they very heavily rely on the Chinese market. Hasn't exactly been going well for them recently, especially since they have a tendency to stick gay characters in there, and we know how that goes over there. But it's not just the likes of Marvel that's going to suffer, especially for Disney. Like, they do have Avatar coming out this Christmas. If this isn't resolved by then, that could be a big impact on the Avatar franchise, because one of the key territories that Avatar really rakes in that money big time is, of course, again, China. So without those markets, that is a significant blow to an already struggling industry, that being Hollywood. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of conversations are had between the two governments. Never mind just regarding those tariffs, but what the situation is regarding Hollywood. Like, why they're taking this aim at movies rather than anything else. It's very interesting and quite damaging to Hollywood, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. But as of now, it looks like American movies, for the time being, may be getting fully banned from release in China, which is a massive blow to Hollywood and, of course, Thunderbolts, which was set to release there. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.